Good morning. Say good morning. Alright, for breakfast, I'm gonna try doing the cantaloupe and lime together for a smoothie. Dropped it. There's cantaloupe. You're too little, huh? You don't care. It's so good though. You should try it. You wanna try it? No, you just want your book. Oh, I can't even taste the lime, so I'm gonna add another lime. Hey! That's your book! This smells so amazing. I just have to say. Ooh. Right up to the top. Is it weird that I like my smoothies like room temperature? Because the cantaloupe wasn't in the fridge and the limes weren't either. I think sometimes it hurts my teeth, like the cold, so I don't want it freezing. Okay, so I made it to school and I've got for my little lunch some peppers and cucumbers. I've got a bunch of bananas and some hemp seed tarts and some hummus to dip the veggies in. So I'm home from work and I'm gonna have some mac and peas. Okay, I'll put the link to the recipe, but it was from the Hot for Food YouTube channel that I love. So I made this last night, but I'm just reheating it for leftover. It was actually better yesterday because the sauce was like more thin, and now it's like thicker, but the flavor's still really good. And then I just put pepper on top, and of course I put more nutritional yeast. There's actually nutritional yeast in it, but I added more. So I'm gonna have a big bowl of that, maybe more if I'm still hungry, we'll see. So I did some yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember, and I filled up that whole dehydrator, which is pretty big, and I got this little quart-sized bag. But it was a good way to use up the tomatoes because I have so many that I need to do something with them. So I'll show you how to do these ones. So first you're gonna just take the top core part out, and if there's a bottom one, if there's not, then just leave it. And then you're gonna cut them lengthwise, and then I cut them again so they're like a whole bunch of wedges. So I guess they're like into fourths. And then next you're gonna scoop the seeds out, which pretty much takes out most of this stuff. So you pretty much just have the outside and the little bit of flesh on the inside. So they look like that. There might be a little bit of seeds, but a few won't hurt. Just if there's too many, I guess when it dries and they're too hard to chew on. Okay, so these are about ready to start drying, except for the one thing that I learned from the last batch I did was to try to make the pieces pretty similar in size. They don't have to be exactly the same size, but if you have some really big pieces and really tiny pieces, then obviously they don't dry consistently, so then you have to pull off some sooner than others. So try to just be aware of that. And then I am going to leave one tray plain, the one underneath, and then I'm going to sprinkle this top tray with just some thyme. And you can do whatever herbs you want, or you don't have to do any herbs, obviously, but if you want to do a little bit of salt, whatever makes your boat float. I set mine to about 140. Oh, it's not zooming in. About 140. And then I just let mine go all night the other day when I did it. And then I flipped them over for a couple more hours. So I guess it depends on what you could probably flip them sooner. And then when you flip them over after a few hours, then if you press them on the rack, then they'll get more flat. If you don't, then they'll just be more curled and a little different texture. Good job.